Mia sprawled on the sofa, flipping through channels. She had been there for hours, trying to find something, anything, to capture her interest. Cartoons, cooking shows, nothing interesting. She sighed, feeling the weight of boredom pressing down on her.
Mia, can you come here, please?
Her dad called from the front door. He sounded out of breath, as if he had just run a marathon. Groaning dramatically, Mia dragged herself off the sofa. She moved as if the weight of the world was on her shoulders.
Help me with the groceries, love, he puffed, his arms laden with bags. Each bag seemed to be bursting at the seams.
No way, Dad, that looks heavy. She crossed her arms, making it clear she had no intention of helping.
Mia wrinkled her nose, backing away from the mountain of bags. The sheer number of them was overwhelming.
You got this, she said with a cheeky grin, giving her dad a thumbs up.
She chirped, already retreating to the sofa's comforting embrace. The couch seemed to call her name. Dad chuckled, shaking his head. He always did. Despite the struggle, he couldn't help but smile at his daughter's antics. Life with Dad was easy. He made everything seem effortless, always with a smile on his face. He cooked delicious meals, cleaned every corner of the house, and even folded Mia's laundry with precision. Mia, on the other hand, was an expert at relaxing. She loved to unwind and let Dad handle the chores. She'd lounge with a book, completely absorbed in her stories, while Dad vacuumed around her, making sure not to disturb her peace. She'd sip juice as he washed dishes, humming a happy tune that filled the house with warmth and joy.
Need a hand, Dad?
She asked, not meaning it one bit. It was their little joke, a playful routine they both enjoyed. One afternoon, Dad struggled to fix a leaky faucet. Water sprayed everywhere, turning the kitchen into a mini water park. Mia giggled from the doorway, finding the whole situation hilarious.
I've got it, love. Don't worry your little head.
Dad just winked, his confidence never wavering, soaking wet but still smiling. No matter the challenge, Dad always found a way to make everything all right. The next morning, Mia woke up to an unusual silence. No sizzling bacon, no Dad humming in the kitchen, just a note on the fridge. Gone for a work trip, back in a jiffy. Love, Dad. Mia frowned. This was strange. Then her stomach rumbled.
What now?
She opened the fridge, empty. She looked at the sink, piled high with dirty dishes. Panic fluttered in her chest. Dad always took care of everything. What was she supposed to do? The day felt longer than usual. Each minute seemed to stretch into an hour, and the silence of the house was almost deafening. Mia tried making toast, but it came out burnt. She stared at the charred bread, feeling a sense of defeat wash over her. The dishes piled up even higher. Loneliness crept in, wrapping around her like a heavy blanket. The house felt emptier than ever. Mia missed her dad's comforting presence, his cheerful whistling, his warm hugs. She longed for the days when he was around to make everything better. That night, curled up in bed, she finally understood. The weight of her realization pressed down on her, making her heart ache.
Dad wasn't just being nice. He was working hard. Every chore, every task he did was out of love and dedication. He loved me enough to do all those things. His actions spoke louder than words ever could.
When Dad finally returned, Mia surprised him with a hug. She held on tight, not wanting to let go.
I'm sorry for being lazy, Dad. Let me help. Her voice was filled with sincerity and determination.
A slow smile spread across Dad's face. He ruffled her hair, feeling a surge of pride and love for his daughter.
That's my girl. His voice was filled with warmth and affection, knowing that Mia had truly understood the depth of his love.